so you can actually see two levels of shirt here. So this area is what I had done yesterday. And then if you look to the sleeve, that's more or less going over the second time. You can see a lot more detail, a lot cleaner. It's not as streaky. And there'll probably be a third go around on the shirt. In the end, I probably will end up spending more time on the shirt than Johnny. It's Johnny's face and hand. If I could go back into time, like 2015 or so, when they took this photograph, I said, Johnny, could you wear like a solid color shirt, like maybe just a blue shirt or something? But it is a lot of work because of the plaid, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like I'm actually glad it is there, because I think it's a lot of work, but it looks good. Like, you can see the curvature and all that stuff, and it's a handful, but I do think it's worth it.
And again, it's just kind of like the face of where you look at this up close.
Yeah.
And it's so different up close, and when you look, you go back even, 10 yards.
Yeah, and it makes a big difference. It's just a different way of painting, but this really looks bad up close. And it's funny, as an artist, you don't want it to stay in that stage long, because people will come down like, oh yeah, that looks okay, but no, that's the way it goes. And if it was a small painting, it would be the same thing. We build in layers, and that's what we would call an underpainting, and there'll probably be 3 layers. Johnny's face right now is 2. I got more to do on that, and then it'll take me a couple days to do the second layer of the shirt. Then I'll bounce back to his face and try to finish it off.
So you said the shirt will have 3 layers, you think?
In some areas, yeah, like some of the highlights.
Okay.
Maybe not the whole thing. And I'm sure there's parts of the second layer where the first layer is showing through. But it's just the way it has to be. You just have to build upon that. And by doing so, you get a greater sense of depth, too. You get a bit more highlights than, like, this is latex paint. Again, we already talked about this, but that's alkyds. And alkyds, you can get more of a realistic look. It just takes a little bit of more time.
So having the 2 pictures up there, how does that help you?
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that the painted, again, this is the original mural. That's the photograph from the original mural. I wouldn't have thought that the photograph would have helped me, but with the shirt, I'm almost using the painting, the mural, the photograph of the mural entirely.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. I think, you know what it is? I think it's easier to read for me. Like, it's easier to read the painting because I did it versus the shirt. I don't know. It's odd.
It is interesting, though, looking at the mural picture now and looking at this, and you can see where there is more to go. Whether it's detail or even just the color.
Oh, a lot. Yeah, there's a lot to go. As a matter of fact, you could see the tray that he was holding. This is just a roughed-in version of the tray. It's going to look a lot different with all the paints on there and all that. One little dilemma. I don't know if it's a dilemma, but we were talking about it today. So this is a painting of his painting, right? And of course, that's the original photograph. In the version that I'm painting now, the colors are a little bit different. I think they look good. I think they look really bright. And it
is a little brighter.
It reads well from a distance, but one of the dilemmas that I'm kind of going through is, like, how much do I want to keep it exactly the way Johnny had done it, or have a little artistic liberty? You know what I mean? I'm thinking about it. Like, I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
But we may have to go back and make it look a little bit more like his. I think. I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that is difficult.
Yeah, like I want to keep to his spirit and what he was doing. But the funny thing is about photography, it doesn't mean that this was right either. So if we held this photograph up against the original painting, it probably looks different. Slightly, and it depends on the quality of the print. I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about all day today.
Or if he was, how far along he was in this, like this,
Right.
Did he have another layer or 2 to go?
Hard to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thinking about it, and one of the nice things about it, we'll call this an oil painting or a mural, is it's such a slow process that I'll have days.
Yeah.
And I'll even walk back here a couple times without painting, just to look at it and photograph it, and spend time just thinking about it. But the slow nature of this, you're able to do that. You can kind of go back and fix things and change things.
Is it nice not to be able to do this part, at least right here from the ground?
Yeah, I could do a little bit of it. I'm working off of a ladder right now, but obviously I'll get up on the scaffolding. Scaffolding's not bad. You get used to it.